Does rule number 5, never own a pet that can eat you, apply here?
Absolutely.
Joining us this morning from Outreach for Animals, our go-to guy here on the big one, Tim Harrison. Tim, how are you?
Pretty good. I'm out at Sedona International Film Festival with a movie out here, The Elephant in the Living Room. It explains everything that's going on.
All right, Tim, what's your take here on Tilly?
Well, first of all, every time we as humans try to control our environment or wildlife, we always get a tragic wake-up call, just like San Francisco with a tiger. You know, you think you can find this tiger, boom, it's over the thing, 12 foot, after somebody killing somebody. Steve Irwin wrestling with the stingrays, boom, he gets stabbed. Timothy Treadwell with the bears. We are not having a good record on trying to control our environment and think we could. You got to remember what an ex-trainer at Seaworld said. I think it's the best quote. This is not Seaworld, it's Cement World. The real Seaworld is 30 miles away, starting with a sandy beach and lots of water.
Well, I've read different things about killer whales, and there have been experts saying that this was premeditated because of their intelligence, or it wasn't premeditated because we really don't know how to communicate with an orca. Could this have been premeditated?
Well, he's already killed a trainer in Canada. He's already killed somebody that jumped in with him swimming, so he already knows how to kill a human. And what's the most dangerous exotic animal? The one that knows a human's limitations. And the thing is now he's been moved from Canada to Florida, and he's a big stud. He's been used to breed, and he's the pod leader. He is like a lion and a pride. He's the pride leader. He is the top stud. He's the dog. He's going to do exactly what he wants to do. And witnesses said that, man. They said they saw him acting aggressive before this incident ever happened. He was not paying attention. That's a big sign. If the witnesses and people sitting in the stands could tell that, you've got to know the trainers knew that. But you know how it is. The show goes on, man. It's money. It's money.
Well, there have been people calling for his release. There are people calling for his execution.
He doesn't need to be near humans. He's already proven that he knows how to kill a human. He understands that he can do it. Why in the world was he in the show? Why was he being put around trainers in the first place? Anybody with common sense would have kept that whale separate.
Well, the reason he's in the show is because of money.
Yes, exactly right. And the show must go on. You heard that yesterday, you know. Hey, look, when we have like Kings Island and some of these amusement parks, or even at the San Francisco Zoo, when the boy was killed there by the tiger, they closed the zoo down. They closed it. No. The show goes on, buddy. We're going to keep the show going. That's money.
He is described in the San Diego paper in an article here I printed off this morning. He is described, meaning Tilikum, as the largest and most financially viable orca in captivity.
Oh, absolutely. He has made more babies than any killer whale probably on the planet. You know what's sad too? I got to bring this up. It's funny that every time a wild animal in captivity hurts or kills somebody, it's got something to do with their woman's hairdo. Do you remember with Roy, with Montecore the tiger, it was the big-haired lady in the front row? Remember that when they were all talking? The big-haired lady threw him off? You know, and you got the woman in Connecticut was attacked by the chimpanzee, Travis. First thing was out of everybody's mouth, the experts, was she changed her hairstyle. He didn't recognize her. Now we got a woman with a ponytail who she grew it out all the time for that cancer relief for the kids to cut her hair off for the cancer. She did it all the time. The whales knew she did it. This is just an excuse. That whale was doing exactly what a whale's supposed to do. We know them as orcas.
Yeah, but an orca is, I don't know where that word derives from, but an orca sounds like a friendly animal.
That's exactly right. And, you know, we never have any problems in the wild. They don't bother us. We're in kayaks all the time with them. I've been out with them with filming. They have never, ever bothered us. It's only in captivity when these animals, I've been, charged by tigers in India. And they've stopped. They've never come. But when I go catch a tiger in Cincinnati in somebody's basement, it charges me. Because it knows the difference, man. He knows my limitations.
Is it true that an orca there is no recorded event in history where an orca has killed a human in the wild?
That's true.
Did you see any of the press conference of yesterday where they were announcing that the whale shows were going to open up again today? At the various SeaWorld parks, and as they were staging the press conference, the individual, the president of SeaWorld, standing behind the podium in front of the window, looking into the tank, and the killer whales up behind him, kind of checking it out. Did you notice that?
They were feeding him from behind. I don't know if you watched it or not, but they were feeding him so that the whales stay behind him for the press conference. Actually, what it wasn't a press conference about somebody being killed. It was actually a commercial for SeaWorld. If you listen to it, it was really kind of sad, very sad. This young lady, she spent her life with these things, and it's just sad. It's disrespect for the animal, and it's disrespect for the woman who is trained them.
All right, so right there, I mean, that's a mistake. To me, that's a PR mistake where you would have actually these whales up. I know what they're trying to do is they're trying to continue the perception like these are very friendly and cuddly animals, even though they weigh 12,000 pounds, and they want them up behind. But to me, that was just distasteful.
It's not even gonna, like I said before. At least the San Francisco Zoo closed down for a couple of days while they investigated it.
Yeah.
You know, they had some respect for even the kid that got killed out there. This old man just go right back into it. We're back to a show. This is a show. It's a moneymaker. We're going to keep it moving. The show must go on.
Well, they are doing a video to honor Dawn.
Yeah, they also go out and help manatees. You know, we've heard the whole thing, right? They're making, millions of dollars, millions and millions of dollars, maybe billions.
All right.
And they do. They give a little something over here and here, saying, "Well, we do rescue this, we do this." Well, that's a little nothing compared to what they're doing. You know, whales don't do this, man. A killer whale, or orcas as I like to call them, they don't let people ride on their backs in the wild. They don't jump up through hoops. This is not a natural behavior of these animals. Mm-hmm. And when people say this happens, I'm never surprised when an exotic animal attacks a trainer or attacks somebody. I expect there to be more. Yeah. But these animals, as you say, this is not what they're supposed to do.
Tim Harrison from Outreach for Animals, as always, your expertise invaluable.